Youth are a vital part of United Methodist Church's Chicago Southern District, a diverse group of faith communities with a variety of challenges and ministries. Let's welcome 3 youth from Southern District churches who are fired up about their faith. Jarrett Buchanan participates in the martial arts ministry at St. Mark United Methodist Church. Cyra Simmons is part of the dance ministry at South Shore United Methodist Church. And Abraham Delgado is involved in G2G Church's youth ministry. Jarrett, which church do you go to? And tell us about your ministry.
I attend St. Mark United Methodist Church, and I'm in a ministry that practices Taekwondo. And my master, he instills in us core values that help build up our character so we can be successful in life.
And what do you like about the martial arts?
Well, I'm very elated about being able to be prepared for the world.
Cyra, tell us about your church and the ministry that you're involved with.
Well, I attend South Shore United Methodist Church, and I am involved with my dance ministry. And what we do is we learn how to express our movement through God. And my teacher, Miss Kina Arnold, she tells us that each movement in our dance represents something. So we're not supposed to just put a movement in. We have to make sure it means something within the song that represents us.
And Cyra, what excites you about the dance ministry?
Well, what excites me is how we're able to, like I said, express our movement through God, and how we get to listen to different songs that represents His love and joy. And I like how we're able to come through and have more girls, well, now we have a boy in now. So we're able to join more boys and girls into the dance ministry, so that we have a bunch, well, not just a bunch, but a group of kids that really want to praise in God's name through dance.
That sounds great. And Abraham, tell us about your church and the ministry that you're involved with.
I go to Generation to Generation Church, aka G2G. What we do is we do a lot of outreaches, programs and stuff with kids and teens. Mondays and Fridays we have teen nights. Fridays is the worship, where we go to worship God and we'll read about the Bible. Teen night is where we have a whole group of teens that come to learn about God and to help keep them off the street and keep them preoccupied.
And what are issues that face you and your friends today?
Well, the big issue is gangs and violence.
And how does the church address that?
Well, the church addresses it by inviting as many people to our church as we can to help them with these problems.
And do you feel like the church reaches out and cares about you and your friends?
Yes, I do.
And how do you feel like that?
I don't know, it just feels really good because I've known my church since I was little. I think when I was 8, 17 now, so yeah. They really help you out a lot. They're always there for you when you need somebody to talk to and stuff.
That's really neat. And Jarrett, what are issues that face you and your friends?
An issue that I face my friends and I is materialism, and I think my church really implies that you should put people before things.
Abraham, what are mentors that have been in your church, and how have they helped guide you?
My 2 main mentors are my pastors, and we had he's running for alderman. His name's Brother Richard. He helped me a lot too, through certain stuff I was going through when my grandpa died.
Jarrett, how about you?
Everyone in my church is basically a mentor. You can go to anyone for help, and they'll just go straight to the problem, just solve it to the best of their ability, and they'll just apply themselves and help you apply yourself the best you could, so you can resolve it.
Cyra, how about you?
For one, my pastor and my Safe Haven program. We have one now. We have one in the spring and in the summer. So we have volunteers from different high schools, and the people that attend our church, they come and help. So whenever we have a situation going on, or when the kids are really about to tick off, the people would actually come up, pull us aside, and ask what's going on and make things better for us.
Abraham, you've been in the church for a long time.
Yes.
How has your involvement in the church shaped your plans for the future?
To be honest, a lot. I never really believed in God when I was younger until my grandma started taking me to church with her. And I started learning more about God, and then the church had more programs. Like right now, we're having a program it's an after-school thing for little kids and teens, basically like a safe havens. So what we do there is we have a bunch of kids, about 27 maybe, and then we have teens who come from my high school to help participate and help us with these children who actually are really good kids. I go there every day, give me something to look forward to.
And what would you like to do in the future to stay involved with the church?
Childcare. I really like kids. It's kind of funny. It's a little story. I have a cousin. He's 2 years old. Before he started learning how to talk and act, he would call me mama. So yeah, when he would start calling me mama, and then from mama it went to Burr. He follows me everywhere. And then I got the same thing at this church with a bunch of little kids. I teach them how to react to certain things, teach them how to play sports, help them with their homework, get good grades.
That's really cool. I bet you're a really good mentor for them. What do you like best about children?
I don't know, they're just so fun. Like, they keep you active, and they can bring anything up. Like, say you're sad, a kid can bring your smile up.
And Jarrett, how has your involvement in the church shaped your plans for the future?
Well, I'm very invested in my church, and I feel like that when I get older and I get when I'm set up, I'll just give back to the community and just help others and just help as many people as I can, because it made a large impact on me, and I'm pretty sure that whatever I can do, it will just make a tremendous enough impact on them.
Cyra, how do you see God in your church and your community?
I see him as a mentor and as an influence to me and my friends and family, because as I go to church every Sunday, I get to pray for myself and my family and other people, and I get to actually interact with the other kids. Like, if they're kind of being a little loud during service, I could tell them to lower it down and try to work more quietly. Because we have these little worship bags, because after we have children's time, we go to our worship bags for the little ones, and it helps them to stay focused so that they wouldn't be so loud and cry during the service because of they don't like it, or it's boring or something. So it keeps them busy while Reverend Reed is preaching and stuff. So yeah, and it keeps us, because the kids that go to my school, they're usually at the park playing ball or something. So they come to church and Sunday school every morning, and they leave once it's time to go, and they actually learn something from our sermon. And today our sermon was actually about how you can't have all that heavy weight over you. So Reverend Reed had a demonstration. She had a book bag on her, and you know how people the kids have usually so much stuff in their book bags, they have to lean over. Mm-hmm. So she said once we enter a church, all that weight lifts off of us, because we're actually interacting with other kids and having fun during our after school program, our Safe Haven after school program that we have after school. So it's a really good impact on the kids.
Thank you. Thank you, Jarrett. Thank you, Cyra. Thank you, Abraham, for sharing your stories. We really appreciate it and are so glad to have been able to listen to them. I'm Leah Smith for Different Drummers and the Greater Chicago Broadcast Ministries. Keep the faith.